Boys and girls, you're watching Scene TV. I am Markus again, and we are in the midst of Feast Festival 2016. Sitting alongside of me on the sofa is the very delightful Amelia Ryan and the very handsome Michael Griffiths, who are starring in their brand new show, Livvie Pete. Guys, welcome to Scene TV.
Thank you.
Tell us about the show.
Ladies first.
So the show is called,
As the
you
title
said,
suggests,
Livvie and Pete.
the songs of Olivia Newton-John and Peter Allen.
Yes.
And that's the title says it all,
Obviously
really.
it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it
Okay,
does.
show's over. Thank you for joining us on the sofa. And you've been watching... No, I'm kidding. Okay, so how did you select the songs? Because clearly their repertoire between them individually is huge and expansive.
Yeah.
How did you select?
Look,
Trial and error. We'd
It
have a sing.
was.
I think what we wanted to do as often as possible is sing together because it seemed silly not to. So anything that was possibly a duet was in. And then the rest, it was about having a bash and then going, yes, or going, nah.
and what felt good, what sounded good, you know, what suited us, what hasn't been heard to death, what maybe hasn't been heard at all.
We're actually trying something new tonight. We've done the show once before in Ballarat.
It's going to be the showstopper.
Tonight
That's all
we're
I'm going to
trying
say.
something new. So yeah, we're still finding. So we've done it
Yeah.
once, and once is not many. You know, once is not enough.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to find a show, so we haven't quite found it yet. But that's the fun of.
But
That's
tonight
half
you
the
will.
fun.
Yeah, it can take,
Well-
you know, months. It's in my experience with my solo shows, it's taken months to really nail the show. So, got a bit of time up our sleeves.
This show was always going to be, I mean, loose isn't the right word, but relaxed, I
Yeah.
think. And we wanted to be able, I think what we both love seeing other cabaret performers is when things are spontaneous and when performers are off script. So we wanted this show to have room for spontaneity. So if we're having a bad day or if something crazy's happened, that'll just be present in the show. You know, the show is a bit, spontaneous.
Yeah,
Good
there's
word.
there's room to move, and it's really, and because of that, it's really joyous. It's really fun. You know, in Ballarat, Michael and I had a script, but we went off the script so many
lot.
times, and it was, you know, that's what people remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot went wrong. And that's the joy of performing is when things go wrong, it can be very joyous. As
Yeah.
long as you own it. If you let it, frazzle you, you're in trouble. But we're both very used to...
Things
We've
going
both had a
wrong.
lot of experience with things going terribly wrong.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it's how we roll.
That's where you find the show, though. When things go wrong is when you find the show.
Exactly.
I've got a million questions for you guys, seriously. But I guess that's why we're here.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
part of the show.
A
isn't
million
it?
answers.
That's why it's an interview, everybody. If I had no questions, where would we be? First of all, I got to ask you: did Olivia Newton-John and Peter Allen
Allen.
ever do a duet together?
Well, this
Not-
is the thing.
Not alive.
No.
There's footage of Livvie singing with Peter pre-recorded after he'd passed. But we don't think they ever sang together, but we sort of don't care about that. It's imagined and we don't let the truth get in the way. So they didn't actually hang out much. He did write Livvy's first number one, I Honestly Love You, which won a Grammy. So for that moment in time, they crossed paths, but that was kind of about it.
Yeah, like we actually don't even know if they properly met.
But they did the 60s show together. Like they
Yeah,
did, they were mates, but they certainly didn't perform together,
Yeah.
like maybe ever.
Yeah,
We don't think ever.
And we kind of make fun of that a bit in the show and say, you know, I think we went into it thinking, let's uncover their fabulous
Yeah, they were
friendship.
best friends and they hung out all... No.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a show that they might have done had they been
Yeah.
friends.
If they were,
Yeah.
this is what could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they actually hung out more, this is what would happen.
How did you choose these two characters then?
Well, I always wanted to do an Olivia Newton-John show. And back when Michael and I met a few years ago, I remember we were travelling out to Port Pirie or something for a show, and I was banging on saying, I really want to do an Olivia show. And then maybe a bit over a year ago, I think I said to you, Michael, I said, have you ever thought about doing a Peter Allen show? Because it's so frightfully perfect for you. And then we did a duet together of Peter Allen's stuff.
That's
just
right.
as a little
I sort of
one-off.
I'm trying to think, how did it happen?
Yeah.
But I'd been playing for Carlotta, and she was mates with Peter, and so we have a little Peter Allen medley with Carlotta. And I taught it to Amelia because I wanted to road test it before I'd ever done it with Carlotta, because it's just nice to break things in. So I grabbed Amelia and said, right, learn this with me, and we did it. And then I kind of was like, well, let's do a Peter and Livvie show. Like,
Yeah.
let's just do it.
Yeah.
Why not? and let's keep it fun and joyous and spontaneous.
And when we started telling the idea to people, people were like, "That's
Yes.
genius!" And we're like,
Yes.
"Is it?" And yeah, and just it's already it seems to have a lot of joy around it, which I think is a good sign.
I see a whole new catchphrase for the show. The relationship that never happened.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
I think it's
The
really cool.
friendship that wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the friendship that wasn't. Awesome. What's your favourite number from the show?
I really, really love singing "I Honestly Love You." We sing that as a duet, and it's really quite special. And "Suddenly" is another favourite.
Suddenly from Xanadu's lovely. Cliff Richard. See, the thing with Livvie is that so many of the iconic songs are duets. Like, I honestly love it. We make that a duet.
Yeah.
What is it? You're the One That I Want and Summer Nights, and then Suddenly from
Suddenly,
Xanadu.
yeah.
Like, they just have to be duets. So it is a lovely way of doing Livvie, because you couldn't not sing Summer Nights in a Livvie show, and you
Yeah.
can't do it as a solo. You need a boy.
Yeah.
Step in, Michael.
Absolutely. And no,
Exactly.
Peters are duets, but we just make them. Like, we sing Rio together, and I can't imagine doing Rio. Well, I did Rio alone actually, and it wasn't as good. I did it up
Yeah.
in Port Douglas, and it's like, nah, it's really fun doing
It's
it.
so
And the other thing
fun.
is, I can't play maracas and play the piano.
Quite. Yeah.
I've
So
learned to
ends
play
are
maracas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mills
It was
plays
either
the
maracas or piano for you. It's
Yeah.
like, you
You
know what,
can't-
give me the maracas.
Yeah,
And it was
exactly.
fine
Keep
for
it
Pete because he
simple.
always had a band, so he could just jump up on the piano, play maracas, and the band would keep playing. But we don't have a band; we've just got me, so
Yeah.
I have to play piano. But Mills has maracas, so.
Yeah, it's
So
fun.
your favourite song, Michael?
I actually really like You're the One That I Want. I think it's
It is
really
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
And I actually really like Summer Nights too. Like, it's so daggy. We don't, the show is very affectionate, and we genuinely love these
Yeah.
songs. And I think that's what's super daggy about the show, is that we're not making fun. Like, we really love them.
We both really
and if we were making fun of it, it wouldn't be as daggy, but it's super
Yeah.
daggy because we're dags.
And we're just having the best time on stage.
Yeah, singing Peter Allen songs and
Yeah,
Livvie John
dressing
songs.
up in
I've-
costumes.
You know what? During the last 5 minutes, I've already developed your next show. It's going to be the Kylie and Jason tour. I can see it already. I can see it. With love and respect, of course.
We only had
Yeah.
the one song together, but it was a good one.
But you know what? It's not
At
At least
about...
they had a
It's
relationship.
the relationship.
Well, at least,
Well,
yeah,
they
at least
did.
they were on for a bit.
The rest of it doesn't have to be real, Michael. Remember that.
This is true.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's move forward back to tonight. When is the show starting?
8:30.
8:30. And are there tickets still available for people to buy?
We've been sold out for a while,
Yeah.
actually.
So why are we even plugging this?
Well, because we're doing Fringe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is
there'll
going to
be
lead into
lots
more.
of tickets at Fringe. So if you
Yes,
miss it
lots of
tonight,
tickets.
then come along at Fringe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Yay, awesome. You know what? We've been with Amelia Ryan and Michael Griffiths for Livvie Pete. You hopefully are going to see it tonight. If not, you'll be able to see it at the Fringe. And it's
Absolutely.
going to then travel Australia, I'm sure.
It sure is all around the place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you know what? You've been watching Scene TV. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
And you'll be catching a lot more of us very soon. Thank you.